Hey, what's up, YouTube audience? This is Mighty Mike, and if you look here, well, it's baseball season, and I just bought this glove yesterday, and you can probably guess I'm trying to break this glove in. So first, let's talk about what kind of glove this is. This is a 14-inch. It's a Rawlings Player Prefferred. Okay. Now, where I'm from, in the good old Midwest, I won't say what city in particular, but we love baseball. And I've been playing baseball all my life, even though that says NFL. I like to use this as a batting glove. It just feels good. All right, so what made me buy this glove? Okay, so I went into the sporting goods store and I start trying on gloves. Now, I don't particularly like basket web. I like to see through the webbing. But after trying on multiple gloves, this one just felt the best and more like what I would use, and it looks pretty cool, so I roll with it. Now, what I didn't know, or I didn't make a comparison, but this is my old glove. Now, when I say old glove, that's exactly what I mean. This glove is over 30 years old. Now, I could still use this glove till probably till about 5 or 6, maybe 10 years ago. It's just been in my basement as a relic. But I haven't bought a glove since I stopped basically playing baseball all those years ago, and this glove just kind of went into the basement. And now it's kind of, the weather done got to it. It's real stiff. It's kind of useless. But when I went and bought this was my first time buying a glove in many, many years. Well, I've actually never bought a baseball glove. This glove has been around since the 1980s. When I was about 10 years old, I found this glove on a bus. You know, some kid left it, and I'm like, hey, I can't let this glove go to waste, and I took it home. Now, what was interesting about this glove is that I didn't know what size it was, but it said there, softball size. And I've been using this since I was a kid, since I was 10, 11 years old. This glove, I used it over the years. It was well broken in. I could play any position with it. And from that point forward, I like a big glove. And it don't hurt that I have big hands, because I do. But I've always liked a big glove. Now, if you watch baseball videos today about glove sizing, they suggest a smaller glove, 12-inch glove, 13-inch glove, never 14 or 15-inch. You never heard them say that. They say Derek Jeter wore an 11.5 glove his entire major league career. And I think to myself, and I go, there ain't no way I would have been able to wear a small glove like that, not after basically being raised on big glove, because that's what I've been using all my life. Is what I'm used to. I can play any position, infield, outfield, it don't matter. Now, this is what I prefer. This is the type of web that I like, because I like to see the ball in there. I like to feel it hit this, and I like to be able to see through it. If I'm looking through it, I can see through it. I'm not going to be able to do this with this, but it ain't that important. It's not like I got a bunch of baseball games in my future. Now, you can tell what broken in looks like. Even though this glove is old and I can't use it no more because it's stiff, you can see how this thing is perfectly flat. All right? When I put my hand in there, it closed with no problem. If you look at this glove, I've been trying to break it in, but you can see it still don't have that flex. You see what I mean? Until this glove can close like that and it can lay flat, and I got a nice little pocket right here, I'm not going to be happy with it. So I've just been walking around the house with this on my hand, trying to get it to close and shut the way I want it to, so that when I go out on the field, I won't embarrass myself. Because if you go out on the field with a glove that's not broken in, you're going to be trying to catch like this. And you're going to drop every ball, and you're going to embarrass yourself and everything else. So when I go out to that first practice, because it's coming up this weekend, I want to be able to catch and look good. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be having glove problems. The hardest part to break in is down here, is where it says Rawlings. That's the hardest part. Like, once I can get that to close the way I want it to, I'll be happy. Now, you notice I got my batting glove on, right? Well, that's part of the way I size up a glove. If I can put a glove on my hand and stick it into the mitt, into the glove, and if I can put a batting glove on, put it in my glove, and it feels comfortable and tight, that's what I like, okay? And you can see my wrist is still out. Even though I use a big glove, my wrist is still out. This glove is not on my wrist. It's not limiting my motion. I can play any position with a glove like this. I can play shortstop. I can play the field. I can play first base with this. It doesn't hamper me one way or the other. Some professionals say, oh, you should get a smaller glove when you play the infield. I say, phooey. If you are accustomed to using a big glove and you are adept with a big glove, then use a big glove. Now check this out. Here's the reality. When I was trying on gloves, I was saying, it don't feel right. It don't feel right. Like, they were trying me on smaller gloves, saying what position. I said infield. They was like, okay, try this small glove. And I was like, it don't feel right. It don't feel right. And then I settled for this 14-inch. And they was like, well, that's not really an infield glove. But here's the irony. I said, well, I measured this glove when I brought it home, and I went and dug this out the basement. And the funny thing is that these two gloves are basically the same size. Okay? Even though I never knew what size this one was, I just called it softball size. Even though I played baseball with a softball size glove. The reason why I like this glove so much, and the reason why I bought this one, is because it most reminded me of the way this one felt and the size of this one. And when I measured them together, and it's kind of hard to see on this video, but if you look there, and I'm going to try to angle that. If you look, you see they basically are the same size. They basically are the same size glove. And then I said, wow, so I've been using a 14-inch since I was 11 years old. Maybe that's why I had an advantage over all the other kids, you know, because my fielding was just awesome. The only downside is that I wish that was the same here, but I'll adjust. All right, so anyway, thanks for watching this vid and reliving my baseball moments. If I actually go out on the field and do something great with this glove, I'm going to make a video and brag about it and let you know. Peace.